Welcome back to the class. We continue the chapter atoms and molecules. The first topic is what are ions? Ions are charged particles. Ions are charged particles. They may have positive charge or negative charge. Generally, basically all the metal form positive charge. Okay, and along with the metal, one more non-metal group is there, ammonium. Oh, they are non-metal, okay, and hydrogen plus. They generally form positive charge. All the metals form positive charge because they donate electron, then only they form positive charge. And non-metal radical group, ammonium plus, hydrogen plus, they are non-metal. Okay, exception. Negative charge, all the non-metal form negative charge. Okay, O2 minus, that you study how this ions form, you study in next year, 10th standard. Okay, O2 minus, okay, and then Cl minus, chloride minus, these all ions. So charged particles are called ions. They may be positive charge or negative charge. And what is polyatomic ions? Polyatomic ion means more than one atoms combined. In this ions, group of ions, they have more than one kind of atoms. For example, here in this radical, nitrogen atom is there, hydrogen atom is there. So it is called polyatomic. One more example, nitrate, okay, carbonate, sulfate, sorry, get 2 minus. These are polyatomic radicals or polyatomic ions. Why polyatomics? More than one kind of atoms. In this sulfate, sulfur atom element is there, oxygen element is there. So more than one kind of element or atom you can say. In nitrate, nitrogen is there, oxygen also there. Here carbonate, in addition to carbon, oxygen also there. And this under monoatomic. Only one atom is there, only one kind of atom. Oxygen O, chlorine Cl, chloride ion. Okay, this is the difference between polyatomic ions and mono. Mono means one atom. Understood? Now we study what is mass ratio. See, they ask you to find the mass ratio of the constant elements present in the compound. Carbon dioxide, mass ratio. What will you write? Carbon, oxygen. 1 carbon, 2 oxygen. What is the mass of 1 carbon? 12. Oxygen ka 1 oxygen 16. So 32. Find out the ratio. And divided by 2. What is that? Okay, 3:8. Am I correct? Okay. This is a mass ratio of carbon and oxygen element present in a compound, carbon dioxide. And calcium oxide ratio. Find out the mass ratio of constant elements. First you write the element 1 calcium, 1 oxygen. Okay. Calcium ka mass is 40, oxygen mass is 16. Okay, divide by 2. Again divide by 2. Again divide by 2. So simplest ratio, simplest form you make it. What is the ratio? 5 is mass ratio of the constant element in calcium oxide compound is 5 is 2. 5 for calcium oxygen ratio is 2. Here, this is the way you find out. And in this lesson, you got to learn the group of, I have given some tables. So you learn the tables, symbol and its mass, you got to study. Okay? Then only you can cover this one. Otherwise useless this chapter. Next one is valency. What is valency? Valency is a combining capacity of an element. Okay, this is a definition. And practically what you say means some element donate electron, some elements gain electron. So that capacity of element is called valency. Commonly we say combining capacity. After donating, they will make a bond with another element. Okay, for example, sodium chloride. Okay, sodium donate 1 electron to this person. So Na plus Cl minus. It will donate 1 electron, so plus charge. Chlorine gain 1 atom minus charge. So plus minus attract, that force is called electrostatic force, and form a compound NaCl. Okay, this is the table salt which we eat daily. Understood? So combaining capacity, this capacity of donating electron, gaining electron, this capacity is called valency. Okay, what is the valency of sodium? What capacity donated? 1 electron. So valency of sodium is 1. What is the combaining capacity? That is valency of chlorine 1. It gain 1 electron. Okay, I wanted to tell you deeply. I will when I get chance I will teach again. It is a 10th syllabus how you get this donation, how they gain electron. Just formally you study metal donate electron, non-metal gain electron. Okay, metal donate electron and form positive charge, non-metal gain electron and form negative charge. If you want more deep explanation, sodium has 11 electrons and whereas chlorine has 17. These 11 electrons are distributed in different cell. Center nucleus is there and 2 first cell, then 8 second cell, then 1. Maximum 8 electrons accommodate in second cell and next also 8, but we are having only 1, total 11. Here first maximum 2, second cell maximum 8, remaining 7. So what they do? They are not stable. If the last cell, if the element has 8 electron, then we can say it is a stable element. It is also not having 8. It is also not having 8. So what they do in order to get 8, that means stability, they donate this electron to this person. Understood? This electron is donated to chlorine. So now it has 2,8 with Na plus charge. Earlier it has 11 total and 11 electron. 11 positive charge, 11 negative charge. Okay, earlier it has 17 positive charge, 17 negative charge. Now what happened? Positive charge is 11. Here also positive charge is 17. But now donated 1 electron. So 11 positive, 10 negative. 10 electrons now it has. It has 17 positive. Now 1 electron gain, no? So this is proton, this is electron. That is what negative charge is more. There are minus charge. Chlorine carries minus charge. Sodium plus charge is more. Sodium carries plus charge. I think you got it little bit. Yes or no? So we study deeply in the next class. Just you study metal donate, non-metal gain electron. This capacity is called combaining capacity. That is commonly, literally we say valency. Okay, this is called valency. Next one is chemical formula. To know the chemical formula, one table is given the book. You have to study the radical with its charge. So list of elements are given with its charge. For example, sodium plus, calcium 2 plus, okay, then magnesium 2 plus, potassium plus, NH4 plus, like that radical names are given with the list of elements are given with its charge. You study, it is compulsory. Otherwise you cannot move further, it is compulsory. And negative, some of the negative radicals are given, Cl minus, then what else, nitrate, carbonate, sulfite, sulfate, this is called sulfite, this is called sulfate, SO4 is called sulfate, and the sulfide, all S groups are 2 minus. Okay, remember all the S groups are 2. This is sulfide, chloride, nitrate, carbonate. Okay, these are the radicals are given. You learn, then only we can write the formula. We can proceed further. Okay, now we will study a little bit. You study thorough this one in the next class. Before the next class, next week you thorough with this. Now we will write some formula based on this. Okay, now I write this. Okay, now I want to write, what is chemical formula? Chemical formula is the formula of symbolic representation of the compound. By using this symbol, we write the compound name. Okay, symbolic representation of an element. Form a compound. Okay, to write this compound name, we use these symbols to write the compound. For example, sodium chloride. How will you write? Use the symbol. Sodium symbol is Na plus. Carbonate symbol is 2 minus. Okay, now you have to do crisscross. Again you write Na, again you write carbonate. This 2 you write here. Okay, crisscross. This is nothing but plus 1. This one you write here. No need of writing. 1 is no meaning at all. So the compound name is Na2CO3. This is a symbolic representation of sodium carbonate salt. Our chemical formula we say. By using symbols, we make a formula. The next one is magnesium sulfate. So magnesium is Mg2 plus, sulfate SO4 2 minus. Okay, how will you write the formula? First you write the symbol with valency. Top one is valency. Again you write only symbol. Now crisscross. This 2 here. This here 2 elements. This is polyatomic, no? So write in bracket. Wherever polyatomic elements are there, you write in bracket, like this bracket. Here only magnesium, second letter is small letter means I told you one element. They both are capital letters, so 2 types of elements involved. So write in bracket. Are you clear? These 2 you write here. Now 2 cancel. So magnesium sulfate formula is MgSO4. Are you getting now? Next one is ammonium sulfite. Ammonium symbol is this one. NH4 plus. And carbonate you write. Carbonate symbol is CO3 2 minus. Symbol you are written by studying this. Now again write only symbol carbonate. Don't write the top one. Okay, here what does it mean? Plus 1. I told you this both are capital letter. So more than one element means you have to bring the bracket. Enclose the bracket. And put the bracket like this. Okay, insert the bracket. These also 2 are capital letters. So 2 types of elements. So put the radical in the bracket. Now this one you write here. These 2 crisscross right here. So what do you get? NH4 twice CO3. I told you one is no meaning at all. You know it right. This is the way you write the compound. So in order to write the compound or formula of the compound, you should learn this radicals which is given the book. It is compulsory. Okay. One more example we will end up it. Next one is calcium or sodium. Okay. Sulfate. Simple, right? Sulfate symbol. Okay. Written. And this is again you write. Once again without valency you write. Okay. This is the way you write. Now second letter should be small letter. If it is second letter is small letter, it is element. First letter is capital, second letter small letter means element. No need of bracket. Here both are capital letter. So more than one element means you have to put in bracket. Now this one you write here, this 2 you write here. Okay, crisscross. And this one no meaning at all. So Na2SO4. No meaning, no. So Na2SO4. This is a compound of sodium sulfate, ATE. Okay, you practice. Thank you.